Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Good, I hope. Well, tonight I will definitely be drawing, yes, but I would like to show, the wares, the product before I get started. So, Under God Volume 1 is available on my Shopify store at angelsoftherenaissance.com. You can check it out. Physical and the digital downloadable versions are available, so check it out. It's 250 over 250 pages, and you can check it out. And from what I've gotten, people love and enjoy the book so far and the characters. And I'll talk about that later on in this video. So yeah, this is available Under God Volume 1 at my Shopify store at angelsoftherenaissance.com. Digital and physical. So, and before I get into that, I would like to jump into this. Also, Purgatory Academy, book 1, I got from Mason McKinney. I'm gonna have to do a video on this and really get into it, do a deep dive. But check his work out at Masonimus. I believe, check out his YouTube channel. He's a pretty good dude, and got to check out his work and see what it's about. So, I got my copy, and go show some support. Show some support to Mason. So yeah, thank you. And I would like to get my physical copy of Penguin Boy soon, when Martial Arts drops that, or Labento, because I would like to have that as well. That'd be pretty cool. But I know he's been busy. So, I would like to talk about the things that's happening. So Under God Volume 2, because of my financial situation right now and things that's going on, I'm going to drop the digital downloadable content on June 13th. So that'll be ready for June 13th. And let's see what else. Because I need the funds to pay for the physicals. So if I can meet a certain amount, and I will definitely get the physical copies as soon as possible, And as soon as I find some work, I will get that done either way, because I don't want you guys waiting and stuff. Also, I'll be starting volume 3 in a few days. I'm a little behind schedule, a few days behind schedule, but things happen. But I will be getting started on that as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a long volume. It's going to be longer than volume 2, because volume 2 is like running at it's running at 281 pages, and it just gets interesting and better, the work, the art, and everything, because I learned from my mistakes from the first book, and and I will keep improving with each book. So that's how I kind of look at it. Oh yeah, so that's what's been going on. I want to keep you guys updated and let you guys know, like, the digital version of Under God is available. And one thing I'd like to talk about in this video, I'd like to talk about like characters and the worlds you build. I know there's like one-shot books, and they're good exercises to do that. What I do normally with my one shots, I'll compile it into a big book, like all the story ideas and stuff. But if it's like a long, big story, then I'll keep it as its own entity. But for like my one shots, I would mm, put it all in one book. Yeah. So like character development and all that stuff. Like I feel that if you're like, well, this is my opinion. This is my how I'm going about this. It's like like I want to tell a story, but also I want it to have that human touch, that feeling like where you can grow close with the characters and feel their feel what they're going through and start building a relation with them throughout this journey. There is an end, it's going to take a while to get there, but it's one of those things I'm willing to go through. It's like one of those things where you have to tell this story. You got to get it off your chest, and it's one of those things that's always been with me, and I feel that I need to express this story like it's like ready. It's ready to be told. Yeah. You got to be real careful because that ink starts putting your hand on it. So it's you kind of try to work like a surgeon. I'll turn the paper upside down because it helps if something looks off. You can kind of gauge it. So yeah. So like when you're making characters and stuff, like, well, me personally, I can't speak for everyone else, but I feel like it's just like when you where am I going with this? Like the world that your characters live in and the emotions, like the trials and errors that they go through, like how do you convey all that stuff? Kind of like how do you tell a story through their struggles and through their world, like create a world through their eyes and then try to like live through that world through them, and see what their trials and tribulations are, their obstacles that they go through. I need to readjust myself, stand up and draw. That's how I feel. I feel like the world should feel lived in, and like I don't know, it feels like this story and this world and the characters are like from another like ethereal plane or some shit. And to get all mystical and stuff, but I just feel it's like, well, everyone, it's like what story you want to tell, and you want to, me, I'm like all about telling the story and getting this work out. Whatever it takes, well, not whatever it takes, but I'll get it to you however I can. Like the physical copies, like if I make enough, I'll have those made. Because of the situation that happened, I have to manage my funds a bit. But I'm just glad that I'll be starting volume 3 very soon. Their eyes are looking up. They look up at the sunset. Like so far, like people I've gotten emails and messages like people, they love this character October. They enjoy it. They care about her. Like they even intrigued about like with sevens, like wondering, because I don't want to tell everything. Like that's the thing, even with storytelling, you don't. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't want to tell everything all at one go, all out in the open. It's like you want things to build up, slow cook, and uh, the reader can get closer to the character, feel for them, and understand. Uh, just read them. Had a guy at my job, the one I worked at the time. He said, and I said, "Hey man, I'm getting, I got fan art and I've got, people love this character." And he says, "It's just a bunch of lines. How it's just a drawing." I said, "Well, to you, it's just a drawing. To what my readers and the people that read my book, and to them, it's more than that. They enjoy the characters, the adventure, and so gotta get the freckles in there." Her freckles are almost like something like Mickey Mouse ears. Like when Mickey Mouse turns his head, his ears are always like facing a certain way. Like you'll always see him. I should probably shift that a bit because her head's slightly tilted. I can. And that's the thing. Even with like whiteout and stuff, you can fix stuff if need be. I should probably go to a thinner nib, like a finer nib. It's raining too. It's gonna be raining and the sun is rising. It's a sunrise. I'm gonna fix her eye, or I can, because that's the tricky part sometimes, like getting it even can be tricky. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to a thinner nib because I think that'll, yeah, say feel comfortable, but feel just right on. All right, yeah. Let me switch the nib. My lines in. So yeah, that's like building your characters and all that stuff, and building the world. Like, some might argue with me and say, "I know it's got to be in this plane, this." Your storytelling, all that stuff's got to be here. You got to understand, or I can't. Like, what happened to imagination? Like, what happened to all that shit? Like, what happened to the people thinking of outside worlds that has nothing to do with this place? Like, what happened to that shit? It's like it almost became like, I don't know, like people don't have imaginations anymore or something. Like, you're not allowed to think of those things, or I don't know. That's why I create. Yeah, I'll create whatever the fuck I want, but at the same time, like, if I'm gonna do it, then I'll do it the best that I can. I'll do it the best that I can. Gotta grow. Gotta. can't be stuck in a box. I mean, you can, but now I'm like ranting to myself. Yeah, like it's like create characters that, I mean, they could be villains too, you know. But you make them memorable. It's like when if it's like if you write a villain, right, and they don't have to be. I mean, it's like if the better you write a villain, like if they stick out, then you did it successfully. You know, like when someone feels something for a character, like good or bad, you did the job right. You did it. You executed it correctly. Like, man, I hate that motherfucker. That guy was like something. It's like that movie, The Green Mile. If you ever watched that, there's a cop on there, Percy, I believe. Like the actor that played him is a very nice guy. But man, if you watch that movie and that guy, you like hated that character, and that's what I mean. Like he executed that like right on. It's raining outside, so raindrops falling. I shouldn't put so much emphasis on that. It's okay. Things are things are can change. If I don't like something, I do not. I'm not digging it. But yeah, it's just how you write a character and how you do it. I'm not liking her top lip. Maybe. Oh, it looks a little thick on that side. I could thicken it up. But you know, that's that's how it kind of goes. How you write your characters and how do they, you know, how do they stick out and how do they, you know, if a reader can like leave reading your book and like feel something, or even like in the moment like feel some certain feel a certain way about a character, then you did your job right. And also I try to think like do like organic, like try to keep it organic, even if it's a fantasy setting or whatever. It's like try to make it, I try to make things feel organic, like this is lived in, this is where they come from. Let that dry for a bit. So yeah, while that's drying, so I can erase the pencil marks and see where we're at. Yeah, it's like a scene. I can touch it up a bit. Not that I really need to, but I'm just waiting for that to dry. So yeah, I like going above and beyond, put the details in. This is how I work. You know, not trying to rub it in anyone's face. I just want to put on time books, get books out there, and just get it out. And it is a lot of pages. There are a lot of pages to scan, so like when I had it, it does take some time, and especially this volume is running at 281 pages. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like the world feeling organic, like feeling lived in. Like this, like this is the adventure that Seven's in October. Like they're going through, but also they will meet other people along this journey. So just waiting for her to dry. So my biggest problem is marketing the book, I guess, like getting it out there. But I'm working on that. So I'm thinking about jumping on TikTok also. Start showcasing my work out there, up there, and YouTube. Just go back and forth. Draw the happy little trees and gotta make it feel alive. Like you want to be. I don't say you want to be there, but like you can feel it. Like you can feel the environment. Like go through the lengths of, if you're gonna go draw all the characters, like, well, yeah, I want to tell the story, but man, like the sets too, like create a good stage, like an awesome stage for your characters to sit on, to play on, to interact on. If you really want to push the envelope, yeah, life is short, but damn, try to make it look good, man. I learned that shit. Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's fine. It's okay. It's all right. You just right now just tell your story and put it out there and do the best damn that you can. Yeah, make that shit feel alive. So yeah, but yeah, I'd like to go back over. Yeah, check out Under God Volume 1. It's available, digital and physical copies are available on angelsoftherenaissance.com. And keep a lookout for Volume 2, June 13th. I should have everything good to go with that. So, yeah. And I'm glad, my readers, they're enjoying this book and enjoying the characters so far, like, yeah, the world's a bit rough where they live at, but, it's part of the world. You're not supposed to like the bad guy. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't. Just like, and and also another way to kind of look at it might sound crazy, but go about it as your characters as actors and actresses. Your backgrounds are your stages, and they act on that. You're the director and the cameraman. It's how what you do with it, and how you tell the story, and how you direct it, present it. It's your vision. No one's stopping you. I know what I have all kinds of stories that I want to tell. I thought about doing little shorts too, like maybe like 40-page manga, that would be compiled into my big book. 40 pages ain't shit. I could get knocked out. Do that on my head. Stand on my head and do that. Metaphorically speaking. So that's what we're doing right now. What's happening? Oh shit. But yeah, you guys can check it out. Under God Volume 1. And get the downloadable content on at angelsofrenaissance.com at my Shopify store. So, till next time, I shall see you guys soon. And keep you guys updated on what's going on. I think I should change your mouth a little bit. Get those eyes fixed. It's those little subtle touches that can make things look off. It's just how you go about fixing it. So, alright, you guys. I'll catch you guys very soon. Talk to you later.